Hey there, you guys. So, today I'm going to be talking about the Alphabethon and the reading rush that is happening at the end of July. So, the Alphabethon is currently going on, and the goal is to read a book for every letter of the alphabet, which means read 26 books in a month, which is not possible for myself. So, I'm going to try, but there's no way that's happening. So, I'm mainly going to be talking about the reading rush challenges today, as well as the fact that most of these I've picked have different, I believe all of them do. Sorry, I'm just looking at my laptop with all the challenges and stuff written on it. I've chosen all of these books that have different first letters so that while I'm reading for the reading rush, I can also be counting books towards the Alphabethon and get as many books as I can towards the alphabet. Now, this year's different for the reading rush than in previous years. This year for the reading rush, they did 7 challenges like normal, but the 7th challenge was not to read 7 books. It is still a badge on the site. If you have an account, it is still a badge that you can earn for reading 7 books, but it is not, it is not something that is required within the reading challenges, which also means that for myself for this year, I have not picked 7 books. I have more than 7 books here with me because for different challenges I wanted to have a few different options, and I have not, because it's 3 weeks away still, I haven't narrowed down which one I'm exactly choosing, and some of them I just wanted to have. Wow, I am tired apparently. I just wanted to be able to have options. So, and I don't also have a book picked for every challenge yet because I haven't, there's some of them that I might like, oh, I'll just pick up this book right now. So the first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. And for that, I have chosen Tempest by Julie Cross. And this is the purplish pink that they have on the cover for this one. I don't remember what this is about. It has been a very long time since I got this off of Book Outlet. But I remember being really, really interested in it when I got it, and it's the only reason why I have kept it in all of my unhauls recently. So this is for challenge number 1. The second challenge is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. I have not picked a book for that challenge because any book on my TBR, I could just say, yep, that's the book that I'm going to read all at the same time. So maybe Tempest will be my book that I read all at the same time, and I just sit down and power through it. I don't know yet. The third challenge is to read a book that you meant to read last year. Literally any book on my shelf, except for a handful, can count towards that challenge. I have had most of these books on my shelf forever, and I wanted to get down to 0 last year, which obviously you guys saw didn't happen, but within that meant I truly did mean to get to every single book on my shelf. So for that one, again, any of these can count. If I want to add another book on, I'll just count it towards that challenge or whatever. The fourth challenge is to read an author's first book. And so for that one, I have chosen Royal Bastards by Andrew Schwartz? I have no idea. It is a book about bastards within royalty, and I am super, super obsessed with royalty and things like that right now. So I had picked this book up 3 months ago now? No. Holy crap, I've had this book for a year already, because I bought this book right before I went to Italy. So this is also a book I meant to read last year and didn't. And this is actually his first published novel. It is now a trilogy. All 3 books are out in the series. So once I read this, then I'll hopefully pick up the other 2, which will be nice. The 5th challenge is to read a book with a non-human main character. And for this one I have two options, again just so that I have some choices on my TBR. The first one is Of Poseidon by Anna Banks, and that's because at least I'm assuming that the main character is a mermaid, and I don't count a mermaid as a human. And then the other option is Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo, because Wonder Woman is technically a god, demigod sort of thing, so she's not exactly human. The sixth challenge is to read a book that has 5 or more words in the title, and for this one I chose Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Again, his book has been on my shelf forever, and so I'm really excited to get to this one too. And then finally, the seventh challenge is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation, and I chose 3 books off of my TBR pile. Obviously there are many more that I could loan the ebook from somewhere or whatever, but the 3 I chose was Every Day by David Levithan, One Day by David Nichols, as well as Goodbye Christopher Robin, A.A. Milne and the Making of Winnie the Pooh by Anne Thwaite, because I actually have this movie on DVD. So that is basically it for this video. If you do look at the Alphabethon Twitter and see their rules, I actually didn't necessarily follow the rules 100% on how I'm counting what books count for what letter. I counted my books the way that Goodreads counts their title order, because the way I chose books for certain letters when I was kind of planning out roughly was based on sorting my list, my TBR pile list by title, and then went through it. And Goodreads does not count the or a, maybe it's just the, as something that's part of the title to sort it, which means that Battle of the Labyrinth and Last Olympian will count as B and L with how I went through and picked books. So it's technically against the rules, but honestly I don't think I'm going to read that much anyway in terms of Alphabethon with huge numbers, so it will be okay in the end. I will be hosting sprints on the Alphabethon Twitter, which I'm super excited about again, more towards the end of the month once I'm back in town for a solid amount of time. But other than that, that is it for this video today, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown on what my reading rush TBR was going to be, because I will be gone for the next 2 weeks, so I wasn't going to have time to film. But anyway, that's it for this video today, guys, and I'll see you guys all during the reading rush. Bye!